It's showtime.
Good morning. Wake up, everyone. 74 degrees. Feels great out there. A little humid anyway, but we only have 20% chance of showers in the forecast. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. Now he's ready. It's rough being with him the whole weekend. He's so bottled up. He's ready to go. I'm going to have to bring him up here more often.
Calm down a little bit and give me my chance to shine here. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM on a special edition today because we got the next governor of the great state of Alabama in the studio live this morning. There he is right there. Chig Martin.
Making a visit.
Chig. Now he's going to tell us how he got that name Chig in just a moment. It's got something to do with chiggers.
Yeah. You better leave it there.
He's got a music video out too.
Sweet.
Also join us today. These folks right over here this morning. Tiffany, Antonio returns, and man back from Detroit City.
Yeah, Detroit, Rock City, Motor City.
Yeah, Tiffany, those are very nice shoes you have on this morning.
Thank you.
She's got a music video out. We'll talk about it. Did you teach her well this morning?
She taught me well.
Let's get this party started. Here's Gloria with the weather.
All right, 74 degrees out there. It's going to warm up a little nicely anyway. 84 for your high today. And we only have 20% chance of showers in the forecast. This afternoon, though, we might see a pop-up shower. If you're one of those lucky ones, you'll, of course, see a little bit more rain. It sure did rain a lot yesterday. Temperature is going to be sticking around the 80s, low 80s. That is not bad. And one day, look at that, 67 for that low on Friday. Chance of rain, 0 to 20% chance of rain every day almost for the whole week. Maybe Friday we'll see a little more on that rain chances for the weekend, but looking good so far. SafeWithGloria.com. You can go to that website. You can fill it out if you're looking for a new mortgage, want to refinance, do some remodeling around the house. Go there. Just simply little information gets you started on the process.
What must have rained last night?
It rained
a flood yesterday. I went out this morning. I almost fell in the pool. Water was just overflowing.
So that line did come through?
Oh, it did.
It was wet on the football field.
It rained down in Tanner?
It rained in Tanner. It rained.
Tiffany, good morning.
Good morning.
This is your first live appearance at 6 a.m. on the #1 rated morning show in America.
It absolutely is.
Amen. And your mama and daddy couldn't make it this morning because they're preachers. Didn't want to get out of bed.
Yep, that's it. They're sleeping good.
Mattress Springs Baptist.
They're up late.
Hey, what church you go to?
Harvest Time on Central Parkway in Decatur.
And you can't miss church because your mom and daddy's preachers.
I'm PK.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, you were up here today. We're going to talk about something. And tell me, what are we going to be talking about a little bit later on this morning?
The project, The Other Woman, the play, the book.
Book?
Yes. She's a book writer, songwriter, playwright, screenwriter.
Get out. Man, tell we are just full of talent today.
Let me get my card out.
Yes.
That's going to make Chig feel inferior over there this morning, man. He's just running for governor. He's just running for governor. Hey, a guy who's right now running for the #1 sports fan of all in time history. Here he is, Zack right now.
Oh, stop.
No, that'd be a negative. We ain't going to mention that guy's name anymore. So, listen to ZTV 11 Sports brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County, and also Applebee's Tailgate Talk. You can listen to me and Todd, Jay, and Tim and Todd Saturdays 10 to 12 on WKC, the Big 1080. Last night, Bryce Wilson won his debut for Atlanta Braves. He is the third pitcher this year to start before their 21st birthday for Atlanta Braves. So that shows you the future is very bright for the Braves, pitching-wise, and, of course, with Albies and Acuna. But they won 1-0. Alabama, of course, Jamie, we already knew this. It was going to happen before the polls come out. But Alabama's #1 in the AP Top 25. Clemson 2, Georgia 3, Wisconsin 4, and Ohio State 5. Alabama, Jamie, lost another linebacker, Chris Allen, out for the year. And Saban had some very colorful language, we'll say, when people ask him about that Saturday. We won't mention that, but he wasn't too happy.
You just mentioned
practice Saturday. Yeah, but I didn't tell you what he said.
Just mentioned it.
But so
it's another term for crap, right?
Yeah.
That's about all he says, isn't it?
And but he said practice. They said the quarterbacks did better in the scrimmage Saturday. But the DB's still not doing good now. Gus Malzahn, on the other hand, said they hadn't had a bad practice. He said,
did you see that goofy-looking hat he had on yesterday?
No.
So Brad, there's your little Auburn talk.
Goofy. He didn't wear one of your hats, Chig. You need to get Malzahn one of your hats. He's in the hat bit. He's a regular entrepreneur, man. He's got a hat line.
Entrepreneur?
Hey, another Auburn story. Daniel Carlson, former Auburn kicker, won the Minnesota Vikings kicking competition, and former Bama fullback Justin Fowler's back in the NFL, signing with the Atlanta Falcons. So,
all right, wait a minute, let's talk.
One thing with Coach, and also Athens Smothers, Logan Smothers, who's being recruited by Nebraska, and they're getting ready for a football preseason game for Coach Gross against Sparkman this Friday night, and Athens will also, East Limestone will be going to Russellville.
All right, Zach, before we go to Chig, let's talk about the #1 conversation you guys had going on at your tailgate talk thing at Applebee's the other day.
Oh, boy.
The top 5 names.
Yes, we did.
Don't go over yet. Don't give it away here. I was going to use this as a Judge Jamie. We'll go right now. Y'all know we're getting a baseball team, right? Madison.
Madison. Yeah.
What are, Tiffany? We're going to play the game next.
Madison.
What are they had 10 names that made it. What were the top 5 names that made it?
She don't know one. Please her.
Come on, name one.
What would be a good baseball name?
The lightning bugs.
That would have been a good one, but no. The Comet Jockeys,
I like
Comet
lightning
jockeys.
better.
Right.
Space Chimps, Thunder Sharks,
Yes, that's me and Mojo.
and Trash Pandas. But here's the one I chose. Moon Possums.
Moon possums.
Yeah.
Moon Possums.
Todd likes space chimps.
And I like Moon Possums.
Moon possums.
Well, I get the whole space chimps because, before we sent humans, we sent Miss
Right.
Baker and whatever the other monkey's name was.
Chad, you know what this man does for a living? He's a part-time actor, but he's a full-time chemist. You know what he does?
What's that?
He's brilliant.
He turns urine into water
Yes.
for astronauts. We
Somebody-
made our own. We got some of it over there.
Aren't you glad you didn't take any water this morning?
Right.
Yeah.
We did. It's called Me P2.
Drink water.
Huh? We make it.
the water.
Joseph, we got a whole little thing going on in the back.
It's amazing why no one drinks water here anymore.
Right.
Pasteurized. All right now. We're going local and loving it with our favorite, the next governor. I'll have some questions for you in just a moment about singing governor down there. Let's go local and loving it. We'll hear from Chad, Chig, Martin. Y'all hang on.
Local and loving it.
I hear the train a-comin', rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine, I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. And that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. Oh, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And that train keeps rolling, I hang my head and I cry. Bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Oh, I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. And those people keep a-moving, that's what tortures me, yeah. They freed me from this prison. If this train was mine, move a little farther, farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I wanna stay. And I'll let let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you.
Local and loving it.
And now, time to play the #1 rated game show in Opelika, Alabama, home of Chig Martin. Is it Opelika or Dothan?
Enterprise.
Enterprise. Well, it's close, ain't it? Ain't everything down there close?
About 150 miles apart.
That's close enough. This portion show brought to you by One Love Hearing. Can you hear me now?
Nope.
That's right. He's got 6 locations, and we're playing worldwide. And got to say hello to buddy with Rod. There's no Rod still over at...
Yeah, Madison RV.
And you're playing to win today Vienna sausages. You know why I give these away? You ever heard of the great town of New Hope between Huntsville and Guntersville? You pick up a lot of votes out that way. That's my hometown. Used to be named Vienna, and the Yankees burned it. Named it New Hope. Just a little update there, Tiffany. Or you can win fried possum from Rod Wagner over at Madison RV. Here's what we play. Wrong answer, Chad. Right answer. I've scanned the newspapers this morning. This on the front page this morning of USA Today. They still do newspapers, Tiffany. You know
Wow.
people don't read them all. Guess who's on the front page today from the great state of Alabama?
Chig Martin.
Close. Governor George Wallace, former Governor George Wallace. What great American interviewed Governor George Wallace?
You did.
Rover Cooper.
Ding, ding, ding. Back in the 70s.
I love that story, by the way.
That was good. George Wallace, what was his theme when he ran for president in 1968? Of course, Donald Trump says, make America great again.
Make Alabama great.
Stand up for America.
Oh.
Only Chad will know the answer to this next question about Governor George Wallace, unless y'all are history
pressure.
buffs. Who ran as vice president with Governor Wallace in he actually got 10 million votes and got 13.5% of the votes nationwide. The most ever for an independent candidate.
McGovern.
That's who I was going to say.
General Curtis E. LaMeia.
Hey.
All right, moving on to something else. Okay, y'all have been over to the Little River Canyon over in Fort Payne, DeKalb County. A lot of people go rock climbing over there. That's what the article, I know, Todd, you do.
You know, just came back last week.
How many acres? That's where Alabama's from.
Okay.
You remember that group, Alabama?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
How many acres is that state park?
300 acres.
How many?
300.
300. That's a good
500.
answer, but super wrong.
500,000.
150,000.
15,288 would be the correct answer. Let's see, move on down here. Let's see, am I going to go? Yeah, we might as well do Jimmy Carter. What president number was he?
31.
31. Yeah, I was going to say.
37 to be exact. How often does he preach in Plains, Georgia?
Once a month.
Daily.
Every other Sunday.
How old is he?
92.
Good answer. 94. How many years has he been? He's the longest living ex-president.
Wow.
I know George Bush is older, but how many years has he been out of office?
40.
I'll let you have 37 to be exact over there. He's also the cheapest ex-president that we have.
He still lives in his same home.
Still
that he
lives in the
always has.
same house that he lives in.
Wow.
There's him and Rosalind right
Yeah,
there.
Rosalind. Yeah, Miss.
It said
They go to
Clinton.
the race
I know.
games.
It said Clinton pays a quarter of what Clinton
Yeah.
does.
I'll get back to some more of those questions as my wife seems
In
to be up to
taxes.
date on all this stuff. I know, Antonio, you know the answer to this next question.
Uh-oh.
You look like a
Pressure.
cheese eater.
Pressure.
Just don't cut the cheese up on the set, okay?
No, I won't do that. I won't do that.
Come on, James.
All right, here we
Come on
go.
now, come on.
You sell cheese too?
We sell cheese too, and you get a piece of cheese with a hat. So. I'm joking.
Oh, man, that was...
They just found this. How many hats y'all sell?
We're the largest hat company in the United States. Oldest hat company, Bowman Hat Company, out of Adamstown, Pennsylvania.
So about how many hats do you have available different?
We probably have 1,500, 2,000 hats available.
Wow.
Yeah.
But how many different styles you got?
About that many.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what's that style you're wearing today?
This is just a special hat I had made at the factory for myself. So this is kind of a one-of-a-kind here. So
Really?
I wear it out in my music shows and things like that. So, yeah, this was not available.
Damn. Antonio's been eyeing that dude, ain't
It
he?
could be available for a price.
Hat too.
Oh, yeah. We need
I
to
thought
work
you
on that.
brought us all a hat, and here Zach's kind of heart. He didn't have
I'm
one.
disappointed. I was wanting
They just found this. What is the oldest known? How old is the oldest known cheese ever found? How old would it
Some
be?
aged cheese.
175 years.
How much?
175 years
There's a
old.
picture of it right there.
That looks nasty.
1,000.
I say 2,000 years old.
3,000.
I'd say 3,200 years old.
Whoa.
3,200-year-old cheese
I don't think I leaked that.
made a mixture of cow milk or sheep or goat.
But that smells
It's
good.
the oldest solid cheese ever found.
Wow.
Nobody's going to eat it, are they?
I hope not.
That's probably just cow
It's
mix.
gotta be nasty.
Cow mix sitting around in a bucket. 3,200 years.
Todd, have you ever milked a cow?
I have.
Really?
I have. Oh, yeah.
You ever milked a goat?
No.
You know why goats are easier to milk?
Jamie.
What?
I don't think you're supposed to go there.
The teats are larger and you can grab a hold of them.
That's why they're easier to milk.
With these
What's
hands,
about goat teeth?
did you know that, Tiffany, about goats? and
I
that?
did not.
When you
I
come on
didn't
this
either.
program, you got to be well informed to
I
keep
see.
up. Well informed. All right, here's the next one.
She says, thanks, Antonio.
There's a thing, we just got a new dog. There she is right there, Ziggy. Those dogs are supposed to live to be about 15 years old. Here's the thing, Zach, you may know, what is the oldest known chicken alive? Well, she died. Now, she died in 2006. How old did she live?
34 years.
16. You missed that one. Matilda. Zach, the oldest known rabbit
Not Sparky.
died at how old?
35.
18. Floppy.
My what did I say her? I never forgot the name of her.
Some
Sparky.
dogs have lived to be 29 and cats, but here's the oldest known, and it's still living. The oldest known animal still living at 186 years old is what?
A donkey.
Turtle.
Turtle.
Tortoise. That is the right answer. Way to go, Chig. You came. I knew you'd come through. His name is Jonathan. He's a giant. There's a picture of him right there. He's the oldest pet alive.
Good gracious.
My goodness.
You got one as a
He
pet?
must have had several owners,
Yeah,
throughout his life.
probably did. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That was good.
Safe assumption.
What is the name? It's in USA Today this morning. This is the last easy question. Then we go to the hard ones right here.
Oh, boy.
What is the newest? Todd, you're ineligible for this.
Okay.
R-rated movie coming out.
It's probably a cartoon.
Peppermint.
What's that
There's
movie?
a new movie
Yeah.
coming out advertised called Peppermint. It looks like it would be already.
Is it?
It's not.
Well, I don't know.
I
What
don't
it's
think so.
not.
I think it's PG-13.
Oh, okay. I don't have a clue.
Come on.
We
You
don't
grew up
know.
watching them, Tiffany.
Like you, though.
They're now R-rated.
The Smurfs?
They were already now?
What did we grow up watching?
The movie's called Happy Time Murders.
I saw that commercial, but I
I
don't.
don't even recall seeing
The
it.
Muppets.
Wow.
Yeah, the Muppets.
The babies.
The Muppets now have a
Oh, they do.
R-rated movie.
Wow.
That's right.
That just don't seem right.
Yeah. Hey, I saw some previews.
Letting us know what we getting to.
All right, Zach, you saw some what?
Previews.
Was it good?
Bad, bad, bad.
Now I see why it's R-rated.
Why'd they have to ruin everything?
Right.
Two Minnesota beer delivery men did what over the weekend?
Drank all
Got
of
drunk.
it.
Drink all the
Got drunk.
all the beer.
Y'all know this? This is a true story. Saved a man from committing suicide. He was on a bridge getting ready to jump off. They called 911.
Offered him a
What,
beer.
what was the negotiation?
Free beer.
Free beer.
How much?
The whole truck.
Okay.
12 pack of what kind?
Coors Light.
Coors Light is the right answer.
I saw it on the screen. Thank you, Brad.
All right, I know Chig will know this one. I got 2 questions left. 2 questions left.
12 pack.
You're going to kill yourself and you're going to save yourself for a hat.
What's the newest thing they're auctioning off
You need some therapy.
of Elvis Presley's?
Brad, I'll know this.
Something me and Elvis have in common.
You got some blue suede shoes?
Chest hair.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Black glasses.
They called his a holiday house. I call mine a trailer.
Holiday house.
Owned by Elvis on the ranch, was located several miles from Graceland. It's a 2-bedroom, circle, there it is right there, 2-bedroom.
What they call it,
Said
Brad?
it was the happiest time of his life when he could stay there surrounded. But here's the main question. When he stayed there for 3 weeks, what movie in 1967 was he filming?
Viva Las Vegas.
Love me tender.
Clam bake.
Never heard that.
Zack made 100.
That's pretty nice,
That's a nice, hey, that's a lot nicer than that trailer I had. Mine had shag carpet.
Yeah.
That's a nice little trailer.
Back in my early days, of course. All right, last question. And this has been a question before, but it popped up, Zack, on Daily Mail again.
Uh-oh.
Who is, let me see if I can get her name here. She's 34 years old, Jessica O'Neill. She's famous now. Tiffany, do you know her?
I don't.
I don't remember this.
There she is right there. Who is that? What is she famous for?
What's
Is it
her
a model?
name again?
Jessica O'Neill.
Is it Ryan O'Neill something?
She charges $80 an hour for what?
Oh, snuggling.
Cuddling. That is
Cuddling.
cuddling. I remember. She is a cuddling expert. She makes you happy. That's all that's involved. Just cuddling, Antonio, so don't get no other idea. Says that it reduces stress, lowers blood pressure.
Oh, come on, Brad. Hey, that's not Jessica right there. That's not
I got
Jessica.
his face like that.
Brian, come on.
See, that's where Zack's paycheck goes every month. He likes to get cuddled.
That's how
That's
he.
why I don't have no money, Brad.
We'll let Chig win today. He needs to eat those vine and sausage. We'll talk with Chig, the next governor of Alabama, coming up here in just a moment. Y'all, hang on.
Local and loving it.
And good morning. 74 degrees outside, a little humid. Going to be kind of a humid day. Only 20% chance of showers in the forecast. We're going to stick around 84, 85 degrees today for your high. Pretty much sticking with those 84, 85 degree days for the next several days with 0 to 20% chance of a pop-up shower. There it is right there. The lows looking nice if you're liking those cooler temperatures. Look at that, 61 tomorrow for that low, 62, 67, 68. It almost feels like football's getting close, doesn't it?
Close, real close.
real close.
All right, looking outside this morning, no rain right now. Hopefully gone for about a week or two. It is time to roll tide. Anyway, up here this morning, independent candidate for governor, Chad Chig Martin from down in South Alabama. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me up here this morning.
Good to have you up here. We almost
Very
got you
nice
through-
studio, too.
Thank you.
Really impressed.
Thank you. Have you qualified as an independent?
Well, I'm a write-in candidate for,
Write-in candidate,
for
okay.
governor of Alabama. Yet, in order to be on the ballot in Alabama, you have to have 35,500 signatures.
You got 34,000 what?
I was about too short. But the state tells you you really need about 55,000 just because it has to be registered voters, and they think they say a lot of people will sign these petitions thinking they're
So you're
registered.
just doing a write-in?
And they're not.
Yes, sir. But it's going to be the biggest independent write-in in the history of
First
Alabama.
of all, why did you want to run for governor of Alabama?
Well, I'm a lifelong resident of this state, and I love this state, and I had thought about it for years, and I had run into a young lady. I have a daughter that's 24 years old, and one of her friends is a second-year school teacher. And a couple of years ago, I had run into her friend at a store there in Dothan, Alabama, and I just asked her how things were going, and she kind of got a meek look on her face, and she told me that she wasn't doing as well as she thought she would do as a teacher, that student debt was eating her up. And the thing that she told me that kind of bothered me, she kind of lowered her head and she said, I didn't realize I was going to have to spend all of this money on basic classroom supplies out of my own pocket. And for some reason, it just kind of turned a knot in my stomach when I heard that. I said, this isn't right. This young lady's teaching what is our most valuable resources here in the state of Alabama, and we're not even sending her to class prepared with the basic classroom supplies. So that kind of pushed me over the edge. I actually went home from that meeting. My father, who passed away during this campaign, was my biggest supporter and best friend, and I went home that night and I told him I was going to run for governor, and I don't think he really believed me. So about 18 months ago, I woke up the next morning on Sunday morning and started a Facebook page for governor, and that thing has about, on average, about 20 to 25,000 people a day go through it now. It's pretty busy, about 8,000 members. There are members that want to be there. I'm self-funded and independent, never done any advertising during this whole campaign, and I've got a lot of passionate people here in Alabama following me.
Is it hard to run a campaign without doing any advertising?
Yes, it is. It really is. But in order to accomplish what I want to accomplish, I can't have special interests, people breathing down my neck and parties breathing down my neck. I just want to I'm a businessman first and foremost, and I just want to make good common sense decisions here in Alabama without any pressure.
I mean, you realize you have got to be an extreme long shot to beat Governor Ivey in this race for governor.
Yeah, here's the thing about it. I didn't go into this thing basing my whole life on winning. I went in here wanted to do it the right way, and I wanted to work extremely hard to November 6th, and we've beat some of these people in newspaper polls across the state that have taken, not Governor Ivey, but the
How
other
are people finding out about the Chig Martin campaign?
Well, just like this, I've done hundreds of interviews, and whether it be television.
But you ain't ever done one like this.
No, I think I'll be warped after I leave this one this morning. But no,
That's right, Chig.
But so first one with a cute little dog sitting next to me like
All
this.
right, you also hat business. You're an entertainer. You told me you didn't pick up a guitar till you were 40-something years old.
When my daughter went to college, I realized I was going to have a little more time on my hands than I had usually had. So I had always wanted to play the guitar since I was in college, and playing college football, they took all my time away from me, so I didn't get to do it. So I just sat down one day and I said, I'm going to learn to play this guitar, and I did. And my band, I don't play an instrument in the band. Yeah, the Alabama Outlaws. They're out in Nashville. We got a great band, by the way.
I noticed you played with, you fronted Daryl Worley a couple of times.
Yeah, Daryl's a good friend of mine. Matter of fact, I was talking to Daryl, sent him a message just the other night.
Will you tell him we said hello? He just performed over here the other day, about a month ago. We did a big interview with him at the car dealer's office.
Good.
They're friends with him over there, and he did a great job. Of course, he's pretty well known for that song he's got.
Yeah, Have You Forgotten? Yeah. He's a big guy. Daryl's about 6'6".
Yeah, from Savannah, Tennessee. We were up there, picked her up there a month ago. He said hometown of Daryl Worley.
Yeah, Daryl was the first Grand Ole Opry star that ever let me play with him, and it meant a lot. It was right there in my hometown, and we played together in Florida some. So
now you've got a music video out too.
I've got a couple. I've got a new one.
Dime a Dozen. I mean, that's pretty good.
Dime a Dozen is a song I wrote with Don Goodman out of Nashville, and Don has a #1 song to his credit called Old Red, that Blake Shelton sang about the prison warden's dog. You heard that one? Yeah. And he's had several other hits.
So what's your new one?
I've got one called Lower Alabama, and it's doing really well. It's only been out a few weeks, and it's already has over 70,000
That's a
views.
music video?
Yes.
And how can people see this stuff?
You can just look on YouTube and find the videos. There's a music channel, and this also is played on, it's played, I've forgot the name of the outfit, but it's played nationally on the cable TV channels, usually toward the backside of the cable channels. Those Music Choice video. Yeah, I went blank on it.
It's early.
Yeah.
So you gonna, when you take over the governor's mansion, we have one request that we'd like to ask you.
The one in Gulf Shores.
There's the governor's mansion down in Fort Morgan.
Yes.
And they just remodeled it.
They did.
And we go by there a lot, but we'd like to stay there.
I was thinking about you were talking about that trailer. I was thinking about putting you one in the backyard back there.
There's 2 acres
with a little
down
dog
there.
pen.
You know, that's 2 acres down there. Let's go to Panama City and visit you down that way. So what else do we need to know about the campaign?
When I started this campaign, and it turned out as a joke, but I think a lot of the people that follow me are going to hold me to it. But I told them that if I was able to win this campaign, we'd have a Taco Tuesday at the governor's mansion. So a lot of the people that support me still are holding me to that. Of course, that would be on my own dime, not the state's dime. So 2 taco minimum.
So what other businesses are you in?
I started Thunder Industrial, which does business in about 40 states. I started it out of the bedroom of my house. Ran it that way for about 7 years, and now we've got a state-of-the-art office in Dothan for about the last 6 years. We do business with defense contractors all over the country and in about three countries. And I own one of the oldest trailer parks in the state of Alabama, Martin Trailer Park, which my dad left me down in Enterprise, Alabama. And then I'm in the hat business. I work with, our hats can be found on the largest hat website in the world, hats.com. And
what is Outlaw Gear?
And Outlaw Gear, that's I don't know what that is actually. And then I'll be playing some music out here later this year.
Are you having a good time?
Oh yeah, that's just like a lot of people will come up to me and they say, why in the world would you want to do something like this and put yourself through this running for governor? And the truth of the matter is I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy, even with the nasty stuff that comes along, I just take it as I must be doing something if it gets that much charge out of somebody.
Yeah.
But we've really done well. I mean, I was in Applebee's here last night across the state, and one of the servers walked up to me and she goes, "Are you the guy running for governor of Alabama?" And I thought, you know, I'm just 300 miles up here and somebody has recognized me. So, you know, we're getting our message out.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything we need? No, I know you got to go.
Well, you know, here, one of the things we're hurting for in the state is money. And so some of the things I'm wanting to do is let the people vote on some things that can bring some income into this state.
Lottery?
Yes, definitely. I think the lottery would pass. I think it's primed and set up to pass here in Alabama, and we could use the money.
Well, good luck. Keep us informed as we go through this. Let us know when you're going to be. Chad, Chig Martin.
Yeah,
There's his logo.
Thank you so much.
Right there.
And I've watched you guys' show here over the last couple of weeks, and I enjoy it, and I'll continue to watch it. And we'll.
Well, tell all those people you're having breakfast with this morning that we said hello.
Thank you. I'll tell Tommy Battle you said hello.
Mayor of Huntsville. I voted for him for governor too. He'd be a great one. Thank you, Chig. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we've got some other people in here still awake, waiting to come on and talk about everything. Y'all hang on. Man, the governor got in here without any security or anything.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And he's got a hard road
when he was
ahead.
here. Did he not remind you of the skipper on Gilligan's Island? No, I mean that in a good way.
Talk about somebody after they left. You ain't gonna tell anybody's gonna say about Antonio Todd.
I like the skipper.
He did resemble. I like him too.
But you don't see me making fun of somebody in here, do you?
Yeah, he was a good guy. He was a good guy.
I'm not making fun of him. I liked him.
Okay, Sergeant
Big
Carter.
heart, big heart.
That's right.
All right, Antonio, welcome back here. We made you famous. You did your first gig up here with us.
Yeah.
That's
Tell
hard
us
work.
about Tiffany, what we got going on with her.
Ooh, I would, but I think it would be better if she did.
Well, no, she's a.
Tiffany's actually over the project. This was her.
What are you doing with her
project.
then? I thought you
I'm
was your
just part.
project.
I'm just part of the project.
He's an actor
She's
in
the
it.
project.
Oh, actor in it. You couldn't find no good actors. All right, Tiffany, you from Decatur? Are you
Yes.
live in Decatur?
Live in Decatur.
What kind of project you got going on?
I have a book, a stage play. We just released our cold music video, T-shirts. Have a whole lot of.
Is all of it the same message? The book, the play,
The book, the play, and the movie that I'll be working on next year. They're all the same message.
Movie?
Yes.
She's like got big goals.
Yes.
What's it about? What's the name of it?
The Other Woman.
Been there, done that a couple times.
Learned your lesson?
Well, let's just say I paid dearly for it.
Hey.
Then should have learned your lesson.
Yes.
So is that what it's about?
It is. It's a.
The one you used me in the movie.
Hey.
Go ahead. Well, who is the other woman?
So The Other Woman is actually kind of a hidden message. It's about my life. And the parallel to it is the things that I went through allowed me to become the woman that I am today. So stronger and all of that. So it's the other woman is the woman that was inside of me that had to go through the trials and tribulations to become who I am.
I got you.
Yeah.
Is it a Christian movie?
It is. It has religious background, religious tones.
How are you getting movie rights and a book on this? Do you have some tremendous wealthy backers doing this, or are you just working 10 jobs to pay for all this?
I work really, really hard, and I've just been blessed with running into the right people that have taken time and invested in the vision.
So how long have you been working on this project?
The book's released in 2016, the play released 2017, and we're looking forward to the movie releasing in 2020.
Now, have y'all started anything on the movie yet?
We've started writing, and we will start filming in January of 2019.
So you said The Other Woman, but is it
It's
nothing
actually the
like
same person.
what it sounds like?
It is a little like what it sounds like. It came back from, like I said, my life. I was married for 11 years.
So you weren't the other woman, but there was another woman.
There was several other women.
But she became a
But I
different
became
woman
the different
through
woman
all of these
through it all, yeah.
trials.
So it's trashy.
It stressed me. It stretched me. But it was a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise.
I think we got a little of that video. We'll
Yes.
play some of it now then as we go out here a little bit. We'll have some of that. So let's run some of that music video. Now, where did most of this take place, the shooting of it?
Most of it was shot at my home in Decatur. Some of it at my church.
Some at the church.
Mm-hmm.
Are your parents in the video too?
Yes, they are. My dad is the preacher.
Oh, so we got that
Of
video
course.
ready?
Uh-huh. And my mom is in the wedding scene.
All right.
And Antonio, what is your part in this?
I'm
Well,
the
there you
guy.
are now.
He's the guy. He's the one who gets married.
I'm the guy that's regretting everything.
Are you the one that played around a lot on her?
Yeah.
Got you.
And you know the storyline, you fall in love, you're doing everything together, and then all of a sudden you're married and you act like you don't know each other anymore.
That's
Yeah.
And you thought you'd keep her forever.
And you're drinking.
yeah.
Just gotta have a glass of wine.
How long did it
All
take to complete the video?
We shot the video in one day, about
What?
6 hours.
Wow.
That's really great.
Yes.
Because the one Gloria did that we did 20 years ago, it took us like 2 months.
Johnson was, well, no, it was 3 days of shooting. 8 hours a
Well, it
day.
seemed like 3 months. Only 3 days?
It was 3 days, 8 hours a day, yes. But it was because it felt longer. You're not used to working 8 hours straight.
Now, where can people witness this video? Where can they see it?
They can find it on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. There's a link on my website, TiffanyLaMeia.com, and it's on Facebook as well, social media outlets.
Are you proud of this project?
I'm very proud of it. Yes. Antonio did a great job.
Now,
Antonio cries in this. I mean, he
I'll
like.
start crying here in a few
man
minutes.
cries.
If I ask a few more questions.
There's your dad.
Yes.
So it was a family project.
Family, friends, a lot of my cast members from the stage play were in the audience as well. Yes.
So cheap talent.
Takes a lot of good friends
I
to
wouldn't say
make
they're
something.
So what is it
off.
you want to accomplish with this? Is this just a stepping stone to something else you want to do?
Ultimately, like, my goal is to be able just to inspire people and help change marriages. We all go through a lot, and just to be that voice that shines the light. We've had a lot of people message us and say, hey, that video made me want to be a better man. And for men to say that, that's a big deal to me. I have a lot of other dreams and ambitions that I'm going to be working toward in
Well,
the
now,
future.
looking around this room, I know I noticed you've seen me in action in here.
Yes.
And you realize that I'm a living TV legend.
Yes.
Having my own movies might be something I'd be interested in.
Replay Psycho or
keep me in mind
something.
when you get ready to, do something like that.
Definitely.
And tell me you can play me.
I can play you.
Oh, man.
I told you I had a crime before you left.
I know.
All right, Joseph, tell about your trip this weekend.
Had a good time. This was a bucket list for me going to Detroit, thanks to Brian and Alicia Scott. I'm not kin to them, but they feel like family. It's just good friends of ours. You can't describe this to anybody because it's like a car show, a cruise in, all rolled into one. I mean, the things that we get to do, I get to tour Edsel and Eleanor. There we are cruising on the strip. Brian, we get to...
About how many people were there?
Goodness.
They estimate each year 50,000 vehicles that participate in the cruise, and they estimate over 1 million people on average are there watching the event.
Anybody recognize him?
That's huge.
No one recognized. I did run into the good humor man, though.
I saw that.
Oh, man.
I thought that was pretty funny. Again, all these Model A's. You're in American classic motor car heaven there, because the Detroit, it's got your Ford, your Chevys, your GM, your Chrysler and Dodge. Woodward Avenue is just really famous. That's in the town of Ferndale. Right down through there, if you look north or look east, that's Mustang Alley. Just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Mustangs. Just everybody's so nice there. You hear about Detroit and you think, crime and filth, just a dirty city. Well, really, Detroit's trying to build back up. They're doing a good job.
You moving?
What?
I said, are you moving?
I wouldn't mind living up near Rochester, but Carissa says no way, too cold, too much snow. So, but I did. I had a good time. We got to do some really neat stuff. I'm ready to go back.
Hey, when's the big car show? I know you're talking more about Thursday. When's the big car show coming up out at the park?
The Sportsplex will be on October the 13th.
Okay, October. Okay.
And then the car show at the high school will be September the 22nd.
Okay. So
But I got a couple of big shows Thursday to tell you about.
Thursday. All right, Tiffany, anything else we need to know before we go to your music video this morning?
Sure. You can see us at the Princess Theater on September the 15th, 2018 at 6 o'clock p.m.
What's going to happen there?
We will have our stage play, The Other Woman.
Okay.
Stage play also. Good job.
Are you in it too?
Yes, I do make an appearance.
Or two.
How long is the play?
It is 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yes.
Wow. So y'all doing one or two performances or what?
We're doing one performance.
Great. I'm sure you'll have it videotaped as well.
We already have it on DVD. It can be found on the website.
Get out.
Yes.
Hey, you're just a
She's
regular
not
woman.
playing.
Got it going on, don't you? Hey, Beyonce.
Hey, man, there's nothing worse than a woman scoring. They
The
just
other
straighten it
woman.
out.
We're going to that music video now. Thank y'all for getting up with us.
Yes.
We'll see y'all later. Here's that video.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Local and loving it.
I remember the first day that I saw her. It was like heaven on earth. She was the best thing ever happened to me. But I treated her so cold. somehow I wasn't ready to marry, no. But I couldn't let her go. I was an addict. I looked up to her. She took care of me. I couldn't dare take the chance of her leaving me. So I treated her so cold. My heart wasn't right. I treated her so cold. Never should have made her my wife. Played so many games, treated her so Ooh. I played so many games, broke her self-esteem. All she did was build me up, but I treated her so mean. I was a boy and a grown as well. She was a grown woman, not a little bitty girl. She handled her business and treated me right, but I couldn't appreciate her grind, and I treated her so. I treated her so cold. Pushed away when she wanted to pray, so. Treated her so cold. I say clearly the wrong that I have done. No regret how I treated her so cold. I wish I could turn back the hands sometime. I won't do it again. We'd be just fine. I know it's not over till God says so, but I messed up real bad, and I just don't know how to get past this mess I made. 'Cause it's all my fault, and I never should have walked away. I love her just